Soon, lock phasers on target and await my command.
Phasers locked.
Time's up, Admiral.
Here it comes. Now, Mr. Spock.
Sir, our shields are dropping.
Raise them.
I can't!
Where's the override? The override!
Fire.
Fire! 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 We can't fire, sir!
Why can't you?
They've damaged the photon control and the warp drive. We must withdraw.
No!
Sir, we must! Enterprise will wait.
What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. You probably feel better today after seeing the Cowboys backups. You know, I know we sitting here and we talking about
We sitting here, I supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about
practice game.
I mean, listen, we talking about practice.
Game.
Not a game.
No, it was a game, but it was a practice.
We talking about practice.
Okay, we have to feel good. We have to feel good because, we traded a 4th round pick for Trey Lance, and he finally gave you something to say, okay, I see a plan here. Okay, maybe they actually knew a little more than we thought because we hadn't seen much thus far. Not in training camp we didn't last week. With the running game, you saw, okay, still very raw, but you saw some good things. Now, we are all stuck, and the media has taken, you notice what the media does? When the Cowboys have a cut, a sore, they keep picking at it. Last year going into training camp, it was Dak Prescott's interceptions. Every single practice, they were counting how many interceptions Dak Prescott threw. That was that sore they kept picking at. And when you keep picking at it, it doesn't heal. This year, it was Jerry Jones all in. Jerry, I'm going all in this year. Okay. And we haven't really seen it. Although we did go ahead and get Jordan Phillips on the defensive line. We did just go out and we got Carl Lawson. We added those two guys. We did get Eric Kendricks, and of course we brought back Zeke Elliott. And the thing that will remain is we'll see how these things work out. We'll find out, is this a Malik Hooker or is this a Don Terry Poe on the signings? And I will say that the Cowboys, too much to most of us, when the Cowboys sign people that are bottom tier guys, we kind of say, why are we, getting that bum? But in the end, you might sign 10 and you find 2 really good. Whereas sometimes people sign 1 or 2 that are expected to be really good, and then you find out they're really bad, and they spend a whole bunch of money. And I'm not here to try and defend the Joneses or anything else. But, yesterday, we started live streaming at, 9:45 and watching the game, and we went through the game and the excitement of the game and following up on that and stuff. And, I've been up, I've gotten a couple videos up and had to go to the store and do some things. And I made some soup so that way my in-laws, they're older people and stuff, made some good, healthy soup for them to be able to eat and things, take care of the family and stuff. And I get back here because what I wanted to do was do something that I've never done before, which was to make a video about our kicker. I've never done a video solely about a kicker, but after the 66-yarder last night, you've got to do that. But be that as it may, as I was sitting down here, I saw this post from John Machado. John Machado, he's incredible. You want to know what's really going on? You go to John Machado. Machado. I'm a name butcher. But I didn't know how I missed this last night. He tweeted, sounds like Cowboys aren't done trying to improve their defensive line. Jerry Jones on 105 The Fan, while talking about some of the recent defensive line additions, sometimes in the interior defensive line, you get a chance to do some things with the clubs right at the end of training camp in that area. what you're seeing right now is important. It's important to see these guys take reps. But tonight won't be the final pieces to the puzzle. Wait a minute. I played that Star Trek clip to begin with, okay? You know, I'm not a huge Trekkie, but that was one of the classics. But you saw what they did there. They got, you know, Khan all laid back and relaxed, right? Right? He's, oh, yeah, Ricardo Montalban. Yeah, okay, we got them. Oh, surrender. Yeah, you're done. And then he sneaked in there and said, Spock, you know, send it over. And he sent it over a bug that dropped the shield so they could fire him. Boom. Is this the all-in? Is this the all-in? Now, I couldn't be happier if you're telling me that now all of a sudden you're putting a focus on the interior defensive line. Anybody who's watched me knows how much I have wanted to do stuff on the interior defensive line. Now, I will dare say that we could have done some things earlier that I would have been really ecstatic about had we signed, say, Calais Campbell. I know I sound like a broken record because I believe since like 2017, 2018, I've been talking about signing Calais Campbell. We never have, and we never will because he's probably on his last contract. But if you are feeling bad about what happened in the playoffs and you look at every team that was a run-heavy team that ran over us, then that's where you actually look and say, we do need help on the interior defensive line. It can't be just one or two guys. You need to have a rotation of guys because you get pounded on in the interior defensive line more than any place else. And if the Cowboys are finally waking up to this, this is huge. Now, here's the other side of the equation. Jerry Jones likes to talk because Jerry Jones likes to talk. And so, you know, on one hand, you can't go ahead and say, you know, you get upset because he says something about, you know, the contracts like we did last night, that he's in no hurry to get C.D. Lamb in here because he'd get hurt in the preseason game that no starters are playing. So there's that element. You don't know what you really don't know when it comes to Jerry Jones. So before I get too excited about the possibility, if he's at least talking about it, then that means he's probably overheard somebody else talking about that. Maybe it's Mike Zimmer who says, if you want my defense to work, here's what I need. He's got his linebackers that are looking pretty good. He's got his D-backs and secondary that's looking pretty good. His defensive line, he's got, you know, some pieces there. But ultimately, here's the other part of the equation. If he can get an outstanding interior defensive line, and if Carl Lawson and D-Law and Goldston and Marshawn Nealon can be good edge rushers, then you can make Micah Parsons to be the ultimate weapon. And ultimately, I think that that's what a lot of this is about is, you know, maybe this is the last ride. I don't know. But if you sign Dak and CD, I can't see it being the last ride because those guys won't go anywhere. But this has got me excited. And maybe the Cowboys are looking at it from the standpoint of, Jerry, you're in your 80s, bro. We've had a really good team the last few years. And you may not have enough time. I don't know how long Jerry's going. He could live to be 120 for all I know. But you may not have enough time to go through rebuilding and starting all over. And that your best thing is, let's take what we got right now and maximize it. So we'll see about that. And we'll definitely be talking more about this when we do our live stream at 5 o'clock. If you are a channel member, the link is in the community tab. I would love for you to join in and chime in on your thoughts about the Dallas Cowboys and where we're headed. As always, good people, you know I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you soon. Well, guess I'm going to head on over to Pink's.